Up to Jack's Creek yesterday. It was quite a little drive, but we had a really great time. Lots of fun, lots of cool people there, people I hadn't seen before. So we are so grateful that all of you are joining us today. And I just want to have a quick reminder, if you have your phone or something handy that might ring or make noise during our service, if you could put it aside and maybe turn it off or turn it down or whatever, that would be a big help. And also a big welcome to you who are online. We appreciate you being here today. And if there is something that's distracting you, we'd appreciate that. You would put that aside as well. If you have some issues hearing us, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, you can go ahead and click on the icon for closed captioning, and that will help you if you're having any trouble hearing our service today. But welcome to everybody being here. And now it's my pleasure to welcome Susan Clark to lead us in our opening song.
Thank you, Marilyn. Would you please stand? I forgot. I like to see you standing. Get the energy kind of circulating a little more. Nice. Here we go. I sent my love over the mountains. I sent my love over the sea. I sent my love into the to the microphone and sing that beautiful harmony right now. Closer, closer, closer. A little closer. There we go. I send my power. I send my power over the mountains. I send my power over the sea. I send my power into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my peace. I send my peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. We're going to add one this morning. I send my passion, my passion. I send my passion over the mountains. I send my passion over the sea. I send my passion into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns to me, and it returns to me.
Well, thank you, Susan, for that lovely song. I know that's a real joyous one for me to sing with you. I appreciate it. Sure. So just welcome again to everybody to Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Marilyn Kirk, and I am a practitioner here at the center, and I'm grateful for each one of you who's shown up today, suited up, joined in, and all that such. We just appreciate you being here, whether you're online or whether you're in the building. It's all good today. So today, let's transform our world with the power of love in action. And I just want to acknowledge there are so many wonderful people behind the scenes here who are always in great support for the center. So we have a great thank you to our tech team who keeps us online, keeps us in sound. Thank you. Also, our greeters and our food angels, any one of you who've brought food to share today, we appreciate that. Our Spirit-Bound bookstore staff, we've got Gil over here in the back, and he's always doing wonderful stuff in the bookstore, and our musical inspiration, just to name a few. And in addition to that, we have a number of licensed spiritual practitioners today who have just jumped into being in service. And so just with so much appreciation, I just want you to be aware that Greg Gardner and Carol Helms are holding our session in consciousness and prayer today as our high watchers. And we have both Nancy Bowers and Carol Helms who are going to be opening and closing our celebration with prayer. And let's see, I will be anchoring us with our vision and mission and have a special reading. And so with that, I just want to give so much thanks for all of that and invite Nancy to come forward to provide our evocation.
I breathe into this moment, recognizing that in truth, there is always just this moment. And I recognize that the truth of now is that it is filled with love because it is filled with the divine. Spirit is everywhere present, in, through, and around everyone, everything, every situation. Now. And as I remember that truth, I remember that I am made in that likeness and image, and that you are made in that likeness and image, that we are all the divine expressing, that we are all here to express our divinity, to be anchored in our godhood, to extend love so that we might receive love and remember the truth of each other as we go through our journey together, knowing that in truth we are all one, we are all connected, we are all the divine expressing, loving each other into awareness. And I declare that right now, that we are aware of that divinity, that we are aware of the love that exists everywhere, that it is our birthright, that it is our calling, that we are here to remind one another of that truth, to walk each other home. And so I'm so grateful for this time together, knowing that it's perfect just as it is, that we came here to hear what we will hear, that we came here to express what we will express, and that the underbelly of all of that is perfect love. So knowing that perfection, I drink it in. I allow it to guide me. And I bless our time together, knowing that God's got it covered. And I'm so grateful for that. So knowing that it's perfect just as it is, I let this prayer go. And I affirm the goodness of it by saying, and so it is. Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. So here at Rio Grande, we are anchored in the spiritual mind principles and New Thought, ancient wisdom. And what we teach can basically be brought down to 4 concepts. We believe that there is only one power in the universe, and that is known by many names. We believe that thought is creative, So we take care of what's in our mind, and we keep going back to the spiritual truth that there is only one power. We don't blame ourselves or beat ourselves up for our thoughts that don't serve us. We just replace them with thoughts that affirm our life and the goodness in our life. We believe that everything in our life is either an expression of love or a call for love. There are no exceptions. We believe that each one of us is whole, perfect, and complete, just as we are. And while there may be some thoughts and behaviors that you want to let go of or that you don't like, there is not anything that you need to add. It's all within you. So with that, I am so grateful that you've all shown up and chosen to be part of today's celebration, in person or online. Hi, live streamers. And so this time is special because you're here. And it'll never be the same again. This is a unique moment. This is a celebration. So let's party. I'm ready, believe me. All right. So I just want to welcome you. If you're here for the second time, is there anyone that's here for the second time? Anyone out there? No. Yes? Maybe? Kinda? Just waving? If there's anyone out there for the second time or in here for the second time, we welcome you. If there's any of you joining us this morning for the first time, anybody new? Nobody new today? All right. Well, we just want to welcome you, and we want to give a blessing. And so we're just going to know that there are first-timers out there in the metaverse. And we're just going to send them our love. So we see you. We know who you really are. You are the image and likeness of pure spirit. You are a unique emanation of love on this planet. We appreciate you. We love you. And we thank God for you. And so it is.
Okay, thanks. So one of the things that we do here at Center for Spiritual Living is we have established a vision and a mission for our center. Each center does their own. In fact, I think it was probably within the last 2 years that we revisited our vision and our mission and recreated a new one. So that's why we're here, and I'd like you to just be observant of that and think about it as we repeat our vision and our mission statements together. As soon as we find it here. Oh, there we go. Good. Okay, our vision. Transforming our world with the power of love in action. And our mission, loving all creation through spiritual growth and service, always staying true to our highest self. Now, today I chose a special reading from Science of Mind magazine, which, as Marilyn has said before, one of our favorites. And I hold on to these. So, if you purchase them in the bookstore, if you have a subscription, it's really cool to be able to go back and reread some of the things that come up. And there's some daily readings in here. And I chose one from 2020, from February. And it has the title, God Has Something for Me to Do. And it begins with a quote from Ernest Holmes. The activity of spirit inspires my mind and flows through my actions. Life lies open to me, rich, full, and abundant. And then the person who wrote this part says, in Science of Mind and New Thought, we place a high value on individuality. We know ourselves to be unique expressions of the infinite life of God. We are here because we are needed now. Beneath any egocentric need for significance or recognition, there is a deep awareness in our souls that this is true. We are here for a holy purpose. This can be a little scary. What if I get it wrong? The perfectionist fear, of course. What if I can't figure out what my thing to do is? And what if what I do doesn't really matter? Take a breath. You are here to be you, fully and authentically you. It's not about making an imprint on history or changing thousands of lives unless that is what results naturally from your authentic expression. Our work here is to be who we are and give our gift without judging it, and trust Spirit to use it for the highest good of all. Then there is no concern about big or small, only about being true. We will stumble and stall. At times it will feel like it's all just too much. We will be unsure about our next steps. And there's no wrong turns. Every part of the journey is right. And then he says, my friend Chris Terry says, the universe has infinite organizing capacity, meaning that God uses everything to reveal its wholeness, even our mistakes and our flaws. So relax, be yourself, give freely, and watch what happens. And so I'd like to offer just a quick introduction of Robin before we have our next special music from Susan. But we're very blessed today to have with us this morning Robin Rice Olmsted. Now, as you know, Robin works with our spiritual director. Well, she happens to be married to him, of course, Reverend Gill. But they also have a separate ministry together, and you may not know that. It's called Live Inspired, and they host every week a weekly podcast called Rockin' the Love, where they share insights from over 20 years of spiritual play, disappointments, triumphs, and growth as a couple. And so I just want you to be aware that Robin is a licensed spiritual counselor and coach. She began training over 20 years ago at the Agape International Spiritual Center in Southern California. She received her license there as well as her license through Centers for Spiritual Living. She enjoys providing a space for deepening of self-awareness and personal growth. So once we have our special music from Susan, then Robin will come forward and provide us with a really terrific message. Thanks.
I can't wait to hear Robin. Some Jamie Lula for you. I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste one more minute of my life. I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste one more minute of my life. Every moment, every step I take, every heartbeat with every breath I breathe, I'm grateful. It's sacred, so beautiful. I feel your precious presence in my life. And I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste one more minute of my life. I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste one more minute of my life. Every conversation is an opportunity to see the light of love shine as our divinity. It's sacred, so beautiful. I feel your precious presence in my life. I won't waste sing that with me? I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste one more minute of my life. Ooh, yeah. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I have so much more to be grateful than to be sorry for. I have so much more to be grateful than to be sorry for. Try that. I have so much more to be grateful than to be sorry for. I have so much more to be grateful than to be sorry for. I don't care how old I am or how I've stumbled down, 'cause I've got faith and good reason to let my spirit soar like a phoenix thundering out of the dust, to sing its song of truth. I'm not stuck inside illusion or the fantasy of youth. So I rise and I sail beyond the walls I've built, and I roar like a distant Mahalia, singing to the Lord. I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste one more minute of my life. I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste one more minute of my life. I won't waste one more minute of my life, 'cause it's so short and precious. I won't waste one more minute of my life.
Thank you, Susan. What a great reminder. What a great affirmation. What a great prayer, right? Okay, so I'm going to be super transparent with you all. Whatever could go wrong this week went wrong. So last night, as I'm getting everything together for the talk, I lose all my notes. This is at about 9 o'clock at night. And I'm like, okay, all right. So, and us metaphysicians, we tend to reason it out, right? Spirit must think I know it all. I must have it. It is within me. Okay, I'd still like notes. But okay, I'm willing to go with that. Then finally I start to just put them back together. It wasn't happening. My word wasn't working, nothing was happening. I actually have cut and pasted. Literally. So, hang in there, because we're just going to see how this goes. But I'm trusting, because I'm not going to waste one more minute of my life, and this is what you've come to see. So here we go. So good morning. Good morning. I'm so honored to be here. I truly am honored to be here. I think this is the perfect topic to be talking about passion in this community, because there's so much passion here. So, passion. I feel like it's a word that we hear a lot, right? Sometimes it's overused, like, what are you passionate about? What's your passion? And if you listen to college graduation speeches, I think I read some statistic that passion is mentioned in over 80% of those talks. You follow your passion. Where's your passion going to lead you? Live from your passion. So what exactly is passion? Does anybody have any ideas? Something that lights you up. What else? I heard you. Desire. Desire. Follow your bliss. Yeah. So I looked in the Oxford Dictionary, and what it says is a strong and barely controllable emotion, a state of outburst or strong emotion, and intense sexual love. I can guarantee you we'll talk about at least two of those. So passion to me, it feels very vibrational. Like you feel it in your body. Do you guys agree with that? I feel it in my body. I feel it in the center. And Ernest Holmes, who's the founder of Science of Mind, who was also a philosopher and a writer, he taught that we have a personal calling that is unique to us, and that we can use the power of our mind to create our reality. And he also said, passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. So I was just thinking that actually reminds me of not wasting one more minute of our life. If we could really just tune into that and feel that power. So this quote reminds us that passion isn't something that we have to find outside of ourselves, but it's something that we already have within us. It already exists within us just because we are divine children of God, of spirit. We are that love. We are that passion. In fact, we can't be separated from it. And that is great, except on the days when it isn't. Right? We all have those days where we wake up and we don't want to. I don't want to. Have you ever had one of those days? Anybody here? Raise your hand. Just raise your hand. I want you to just look around. Even practitioners feel that too. We have that moment where we just don't feel like we are the joy, we are the love, we are the peace. We are that place of passion. So, and I will actually raise my hand for the minister I live with, knowing that it happens to him too, that there are times when he does not know the truth of who he is. And I'll be honest, those are the days when I'm like, have you listened to your talks? But again, I'm like, okay, it just flows through him. It's not, he's having a human experience. But it's okay, because that's real, right? That's the real moment. That's what we are here to transcend, to live through, to work through, whatever that looks like. So what do you do? What does one do when they find themselves not knowing what to do? Maybe you're burnt out, maybe you're frustrated or unsure of your next move. Maybe you're trying to start a new job, maybe you've lost your confidence. Where and how do we start to regain that knowingness, regain that power? I think truly that we have to begin by understanding our oneness with Spirit. And this is the place truly where the magic happens. And there are no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. It is in our awareness that we have to become inseparable from the divine. Truly inseparable. Inseparable like that stain in your favorite shirt that you can't get out. Like yin and yang, or thunder and lightning, or needle and thread. Even though they can exist separately, they can't do their job when they're not together. So when we really realize that we are inseparable from the one, we remember, and when we remember and know that the passion is inside of us, then no matter how buried we might be, we begin to align with the truth. And then we can begin the journey to uncover our passions, our joy, to reconnect. So this can look a lot of ways. Your passion may feel hidden or buried or like it doesn't even exist, but they are unique to you. And you have come to share your unique gifts and your passion with the world. I remember early on with Gil when we were first dating. Actually, we might have been married because he gave way better answers when we were first dating. So I remember I asked him a question and I said, so what's on your bucket list? You know, I'm sure it's one of those moments where I wanted to be romantic and somehow figure out how we were going to go to Italy and, you know, whatever. So I said, what's on your bucket list? And he was like, I don't have a bucket list. And I was like, what do you mean? Well, okay, what do you want to do? What are you passionate about? What do you want to accomplish? And he was like, I don't have a list. And what I realized, because I knew who he was, I mean, I knew he was passionate about things, but I realized how afraid he was to really speak what he wanted or what he desired into the world. I think he was too afraid that if he spoke it and it didn't happen, I'm not going to generalize, but men seem to feel like they should make it happen or else something's not right. At least I know he does. And so I think a lot of us might feel like that. It's scary to be vulnerable, to say what we want, to really put it out there, because I don't want anyone to come back and tell me, well, you didn't do that, right? So when you have passion, you're living into a vibration of joy. And joy is a good substitute for the word passion. If the word passion triggers you, joy is a great substitute, because it's got that vibration of that takes you to passion. So our passion is the energy that fuels our creativity and our motivation. And when we focus on what excites us, then we tap into that energy and we unleash that potential. So when we do this is my ode to your Reverend Tammy, because I love it when Tammy starts talking about the amygdala and the brain, and I'm like fascinated. So when we do this, it creates dopamine in our system. And it releases dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter that's released when we engage in the activities that we find fun and pleasurable and rewarding. And dopamine is produced by your brain, and it has so many important functions in your health. It helps you feel pleasure and reward. It motivates you to do things that are good for your survival, like eating and drinking. It helps you learn and focus and remember things, which enhances your cognitive abilities. It helps you regulate your mood and your sleep. It helps you control your movement. It helps you maintain your blood pressure. It's like, we need it. We need to feel that passion and that excitement. And having too much of it can turn into something else, or too little of it can lead to depression. So it's important to have balanced dopamine in your life. But this is how we truly reawaken our passions. Through these actions that make you happy, we can begin to notice the connectedness to our passions. Does anybody not know what their passion is? Anybody unclear? So if you don't know what your passion is, begin to just watch, and your passions can change. Your passions, you can have more passions than one. Your passions can change, and it could come from something as simple as gardening, right? Gardening. It could be just being outside, being in nature. And if we begin to connect the dots and see where that takes us, it could be baking cookies. It could be, when you're doing the things you do, if you take the time to really connect with what you love about that. If you're baking cookies, do you love it when you give them to people and then they're excited to receive them? Do you love it when you create a new recipe? Where is it that you can begin to become like an explorer and really uncover those passions? I know that my passion is teaching youth and adults about living into their infinite potential, and that they have that within them. And I do writing workshops to teach people that their story matters, that everybody has a story. It's like everybody holds a piece of the puzzle, and we can't have that kind of tolerance and diversity and world that works for everyone until we can open up the space to learn about everyone. So what is your passion? And if you've let it go, if you've even put it on the back burner, where can you begin to live into it again? If you loved listening to music, but you never have time to sit down and enjoy it, can you find a concert? Can you take time to take yourself out and celebrate the joy of music? If you love art, but you don't think you're that good at it, can you take a moment to find a class or to just do something different? And why not, right? We've lived this way. We know how this works out long enough. Why not do something different and go out and stretch? Why not try something new? If you thought maybe you always wanted to do, somebody give me an example? Pickleball. Right? Pickleball. Why not even go watch the pickleball game, right? God knows you can click on YouTube and find out everything you needed to know about pickleball and go out there and look like a pro. So why not just do something different, like dare to do something different? There's no action too big or too small. The micro movements work. It's just beginning to retrain your brain and to open up to that infinite possibility within you. You all are a very, very blessed community. You are surrounded by people who are pursuing their passions. Talk to them. Lean into their collective consciousness. Let them share with you the good times, the bad, how they get through it. Passion is such a powerful force. It can inspire us to pursue our dreams and really, really overcome our challenges and lean into living that fulfilling life. It's also a gift. You all can share and offer the world your talents and your skills and enthusiasm to the world. And I say that truly from a grateful heart of having moonlighted in this community. Because when I'm here, I feel that passion. And I'll tell you, when Gil and I came here for the first time, it's one of the things we do when we walk into the church is we immediately check if we can feel the love. Because there's a vibration that happens, right? You can feel it, right? And in this community, you all are surrounded by people that are following their passions. You have photographers, you have musicians, you have artists, you have writers with published books, you have business owners that have done incredible things in the world. You have inventors that invent the part that they need to fix their garden and what. You have body workers, you have an amazing plethora of people. You have my compadre Victor and his wife Maria, who play music from their heart, from their soul, that truly channel cultures. This is their passion. So there's so many ways to discover what we're good at and just what we want to explore. Another way to do that is to listen to our intuition and our guidance. You know that voice that says, you really shouldn't do, you don't want to do it, just don't do it. You really would rather be, listen to that voice. What would you rather be doing? What could you do instead to truly live into your passion? And it may involve saying no to some things, which is a whole different talk. But this is the power that's within us. So I'm going to leave you with this story that I started out by telling you truly how I reasoned not having my talk and how the computer broke and all of that. And so this week was kind of a tough week in our household. Before I tell you the story, everybody's fine, everybody's okay, no need to worry. However, we had someone going to the hospital with a mental health crisis. The next day I had a friend call that his mother had died, that he got up and his father was sitting there in shock, and that he said, "I think Mom died." And the next day, it was today for me to do the talk. And usually when I prepare for these things, you know, we take the topic, we sit with it, we see what comes through, and usually during the week something shows up or reminds us of a story, and I'm like, what the heck are these stories about? This is not passion. What is this about? What am I supposed to learn from this? What is this supposed to teach me? What should I share? And I was like, I got nothing. And then I thought, it hit me. I was like, oh yeah. I'm supposed to share that truly the time is now. We don't know what's happening tomorrow. We don't know. And there is a gift inside of you that the world is waiting for. And so I just am encouraging you to take that step. Whatever that means, take that step. And if you're not ready to go out and sign up for something, write in your journal. Take it into your meditation. Do whatever baby step you can to move forward. If your passion is to have an art exhibit, then paint. Then draw, do whatever it is you need to do, sign up for that class. If you are playing music and worried that there are others better than you, then let go of that thought and surround yourself with the people who love you and your music. Oprah Winfrey says, the biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. I say that finding what we are aligned with and what we're passionate about through trial and error is the journey. It is the path. There's no rights, there's no wrongs, as Marilyn said in her reading. There are no shortcuts. All roads lead to your divine oneness. So, I know that RGCSL, that everyone in this room is unstoppable. Can you feel the energy in here? Can you feel the vibration? So, okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to repeat after me. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Oh, say it like you mean it. Come on, you know how this goes. We have to put it in to get it back. I am unstoppable. The world is ready for and waiting to receive my gifts.
The world is ready and waiting to receive my gifts.
My passion is awake and I'm ready to share.
My passion is awake and I'm ready to share.
And so it is. Thank you. Okay. So now, I am going to invite all the practitioners to stand and to surround the congregation. Oh, with love. Thank you, practitioners. Thank you, ministers. Anyone standing and being and holding the space. So we're just taking it all into prayer. The perfection of God, that is that space of infinite love, infinite knowingness, infinite possibility, awareness, awakeness. That is God. Just knowing that that is the one power, the one presence that truly guides this universe. I know that I stand united in this oneness. I know that I am inseparable from that power and that passion and that awakeness. And I know that that's true for each and every person in this room, each and every person on Zoom or Facebook or any social media, and each and every person returning from Pecos and bringing with them that spirit and freshness and newness. I know that we are united with the One. Oh God, it is glorious, it is great, it is grand to truly be part of this unfoldment, to be part of this RGCSL community, knowing that while we appear as a blip on the radar, we are the center of the universe. And from this center, we radiate that love, that awakeness, that awareness that allows the world to feel their passion, to feel their possibility, to be surrounded by the knowingness that yes, they can, and yes, we can, and yes, we are truly changing the world simply because we've said yes, simply because we've showed up today open and ready to receive. I know that we take these gifts out into the world. We take this energy, we take this love, and we share it, we sprinkle it places where nobody may ever see it, but we have been there, we have touched it, we have tasted it, we are it. And it's infectious. The world is truly changed simply because we've said yes. So I'm so grateful to stand in this awareness with these like minds, these big hearts, this magnificent love that radiates from this space. And I know that truly our work is play, and our play brings us that joy and passion, and that we are living in it and having a great time. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that there are no words, that it's truly just that knowingness that I am so grateful and so blessed to walk this journey with each and every one of you. And so I know that this word was done way before it was ever spoken. I know that it is the word of God. I know that I take my hands off of it and just allow it to come through me and to truly go out into the world activated and ready to express as passion, as play, and as joy. And I just allow it to be by saying, and so it is. Ashe. Amen. All right. So, I think this is my favorite time, which used to not be my favorite time because I used to hate the part where it was time to tithe. I was like, oh. But I love it now. I love it because I know that it comes back to me in so many ways. So this is the time where we are going to share our abundance. And for those of you joining us online, there are many ways that you can do this. You can send your offerings, your donations, your love, and they are on the screen right now. And those of you here in the center are welcome to approach the podium and to place your offering in the basket. And just know that everyone's offering is essential to our ministries, and we're sincerely grateful for that. All you can share, whenever you can share it. There's no amount too small, and certainly we're willing to take anything too large off your hands. All right. So after we say the giving affirmation, we'll hear another song, and that's what we'll do. Oh, and the giving affirmation is, I am abundant, and I give from my abundance. I am prosperous, and I give from my prosperity. I am blessed, and I give from my blessings. My blessings of spirit are as abundant as the stars, and so I give and receive generously. And so it is.
Here's some Lady Gaga for you. A stripped down version, unplugged. My mama told me when I was young, we are all born superstars. She rolled my hair and put my lipstick on in the glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause he made you perfect, babe. So hold your head up and you'll go far. Listen to me when I say I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself in regrets, just love yourself and you're set. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Give yourself prudence and love your friends, so we can rejoice your truth. In the religion of the insecure, I must be myself, respect my truth. You know, a different lover is not a sin. Believe capital H-I-M, hey, hey, hey. I love my life, I love this record, and nothing's gonna stand in my way. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself in regret, just love yourself and you're set. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Oh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Oh, there ain't no other way, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Don't be a drag, just be a queen, whether you're broke or evergreen. You're black, white, beige, chola descent. You're Lebanese, you're Orient. Whether life's disabilities left you outcast, bullied, or teased, rejoice and love yourself today, 'cause baby, you were born this way. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Susan. All right, so we're just going to take a minute and bless these offerings. Am I blessing them on my own, or is there something that I'm reading? I'm blessing them on my own. All right. So, thank you, sweet Spirit, for these and all of your gifts. I'm just blessing this offering and the offerings that are coming in over the airwaves, knowing truly that they are a divine gift of spirit, and that as this prosperity shows up and shines, Rio Grande Center shows up and thrives out in the world and everywhere. And so it is. All right, I'm doing something else now. Hold on. This is very important. One moment. So this is the time to let you know about our prayer treatments and prayer box. And this is what the practitioners offer over here in the prayer garden. As you can see, Carol Helms is already ready and waiting to address your prayer needs. And this is really, I don't know if any of you have not had prayer, but it's really a gift. It's a gift to yourself. You don't have to have an issue. You don't have to have a problem. All you have to want to do is multiply your blessings. So come sit with a practitioner. They offer mini prayer treatments, and they'll be happy to pray with you anytime. Also, we invite you to use the prayer box that is back in the back where Carmela is sitting. And there are prayer request forms behind, next to the box, and she can help you also find those if you need to. And today, you know what it is? First Sunday of the month, which means it's time for birthday. So I invite anyone to stand who has an August birthday. Go! Yay! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Bob Kermott. Yay! So I also invite you to come to the potluck. There'll be birthday cake for you. And now, our puppet assistant. I think so. Okay.
I've got to hand it to Robin because she kind of got all this stuff sprung on her. She just thought she was doing a talk, but, you know, she got to do a whole lot extra. So thank you for winging it and showing up. Yes. And so it's been a really great joy to have Robin here with us this morning, and as well to have each one of you here. And I do want to add my encouragement for you to come over and to have a quick mini prayer, especially if you've never done it before. Be brave. You know, that's one of those little things you can do for yourself. And like she said, you have to have an issue, just want to multiply your blessings. I love that. So I'd like to invite, I guess it's Brian today. Are you doing our announcements? I'll do that in just a second. And he's going to share our morning announcements. And then after that, we'll have our benediction from Carol Helms and our closing song. And you are all invited to join us in the social hall afterwards, where we can share some refreshments together and cake and so on, and just go out and have a really great day. So Brian, you want to take it from here?
Thank you. So first of all, thank you, Robin, for being here and lighten it up. Just lighten it up. We need that. Like we sort of like Susan's songs. Like we're born that way. Like we're born how we're born, which is like lit up, ready to go, fully expressive, and then life kind of beats us down. And we're taught, oh, you can't do that. And we start to buy into that, and we shut down a little bit. This is the place where it's safe to bring you. I hadn't sung in years, like garage band and karaoke and in the shower. That was it. And then I got up and sang. People bring their gifts here. If you got one, bring it. Because we've all got our little piece of our divine expression that makes for the whole. Please bring that, because we need that. Just to let you know we're listening, a lot of folks in the survey that went out said, we want a drum circle. How many people were at the drum circle that we had last time? Did it rock or what? It was phenomenal. We had this whole area was filled with drums. We had a Native American guy come in here and bring it. Like, he brought this huge drum that he had made, and there's actually going to be a class coming at some point to make your own drum if you want to do that, okay? People are paying attention. So the next drum circle, write it down, August the 23rd. I think it's the 23rd. It's whatever that Wednesday night is, 5 to 7, and it's going to rock again. Now, another thing I wanted to bring up, and we've already gotten updates, is we're trying to raise money, okay? Like today was all about stretching and growing and bringing your thing. RGCSL is stretching, and we're growing. And we need a little bit more funding to do and be who we're here to do and be. So if you can stretch a little bit, stretch a little bit. There are people stepping up to the plate and offering matching grants, matching funds. And one of the things I was going to mention was that Peter and Darlene were offering a matching grant, and it was about $750 fulfilled. It's now filled. So we're now on to the next matching thing that Nancy Bowers is bringing. So bring it, contribute, do what you can. And remember that a vacuum cleaner works by not sucking stuff in, but by blowing stuff out. And it's blowing stuff out which creates the suction. So giving helps to receive. In the willingness to give, we are opening ourselves to receive. So please do that. Tuesday evening, August 15th from 7 to 8:30 is the next town hall meeting. If you got something to say, or if you just want to say, great, let's keep going, bring it. I thought it was really interesting. The Chinese symbol for crisis and opportunity is the same thing. It's the same symbol. There's always an opportunity in the crisis. It may feel like there's always a crisis in the opportunity, but the fact is we can and we have and we will. Also, the RGCSL board has moved its monthly meeting to the third Monday, August the 21st from 5:30 to 7:30. There'll be a Zoom link around for that. You can go to the website and find it. Also, RGCSL received an offer for a $5,000 interest-free loan. I don't know who did it, but thank you, because that's going to help. The Board of Trustees just wants to thank everybody for everything that everyone's doing. That could be a really boring thing to have to hear about money matters at the center, but you know what? We live in a capitalist world. We need it. So bring it and stretch a little. How many people were at Jack's Creek? I was there yesterday, just for yesterday, and it was awesome. Thank you for everybody who showed up and brought the love and brought the food and had a good time out in nature. The next thing we're doing, kind of like that, will be Monday, September 4th. Time is still to be determined, but Monday, September 4th, we're going to be going to the Kiwanis Open Space in the Albuquerque foothills. Come on out. Have fun. I love the fact that we have these classes, like I just finished Reverend Gill's class, and we all kind of got to know each other more as humans, having what we have and going through what we're going through and sharing what we have to share. And it was a whole lot more fun than just kind of hanging out in here and holding space and being together and then going back in the social hall, having something to eat. There was more depth, more getting to know everybody for who they really are and what their passions are and what their fears are, and bringing that. And there's something in that vulnerability and authenticity that I think really serves and helps us connect. One of the things that we can all do is like peel away the layers of the onion, whatever it is that we're holding on to that we need to let go of to be us, and stretch a little bit. Sometimes we have to let stuff go to have stuff come in. So along that line, I'm going to call Liz up because Liz is stretching and being here.
Thank you. Good morning. Just wanted to let you know in the bookstore we have the new August edition of the Science for Mind. And one of the things I found in here that was a good reading was Don't Be Pushed by Your Problems, Be Led by Your Dreams by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Thank you.
good noon, almost. Beautiful community. I love being in the room with you. I love being in this community. I love what we're doing in the community. It's showing everywhere I look. And I know that you probably have that same experience. And so let's just keep that going. Right now, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the angel bumps that has filled this service this morning. We all feel the presence, not just surrounding us, but we are the presence. That is the angel bump for the person next to us. We are all in this together. We are all individualized expressions of that which created everything and everyone, and for that I am so grateful. And how it shined this morning in this service. I am just so blessed. I'm so grateful. I'm ready to step out and not waste another minute of my life. I'm ready to step out and live those things I walk and pray about every day. Like walking, talking with the consciousness, with the Spirit consciousness, the Christ consciousness within. I walk and talk and listen and learn, kneel and heal, believe, and I receive. And I pray and stay on the path of spiritual knowing, growing, adventure, and service. And I know I could only do this by following the examples this beautiful community has set for me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is.
Thank you, Carol. All right, stand one more time. We're going to go out with a condensed version of some Eddie Watkins Jr. for you. Okay. This is interactive, you know, if you want. Take a look at the person next to you. God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love and sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. What do? We come together. We come together. We come together in the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together in the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Sanctuary, it's a vibrational thing. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together. This is the last time we come together in the name of love. Thank you. Happy Sunday.